Did you know we come together every Sunday, and some of us join together for class on a Wednesday night, and we're always learning more about how to be happy and how to love. And I just saw that if you drink this water right here, it says 100% happy guaranteed. We're done. Yeah, give me one, give me one. It does. It says 100% happy guarantee. I just saw that as we were going through, going through the last song. Oh, there you go. Anyway, that has nothing to do with what I was going to talk about today. I lost track. Oh, yeah, I did want to tell you that I was going through some papers this morning and looking back over some of my old talks. And tomorrow marks 1 year since I sat in this chair for the first time. Yeah, thank you. That's yeah. I didn't. I thought I knew it was coming up, but I didn't know that it was tomorrow. Anyway, the news as we know it, we've talked about this almost every week, just kind of gets a little crazy. This week I saw another big battle about gun control, and anytime you see that, then there's the people that jump in and say it's the problem is all of these video games. They're so violent, and the kids are just. And I used to just balk at that. It was like, no, that's not it. There's more to it, and there is more to it. But I do have to come off of that just a little bit, because there is something to someone who is focused solely on all of that violence is going to pick up some of it. Doesn't mean they're going to go out and mass murder 100 people. It doesn't mean they're going to just go crazy and shoot up a mall. Being inundated with that much violence affects people. It affects their well-being. Now, to take that step across that line, there is something else there. It's not just owning a gun that causes you to do that. There are millions of gun owners that don't go out and shoot people. There are millions of people playing video games that don't go out and pull some horrific stunt. The point of today is all about what we cover ourselves in, what we surround ourselves with, is what we portray. It's what becomes our truth. It's what becomes our message to the world. This thought process started on Friday when I recorded my radio show that's going to be aired tomorrow. The title of that show is Kindness Matters. And my guest on the show is Karen Auld, and she and her husband and a couple of other people are doing this beautiful program. It's going to be 24 hours of kindness, and it's going to happen on August 15th. And if you want more information about that, just follow our newsletter, because I'm going to put some stuff in there in the next one, I guess. Yeah, the next one will be the one we need to do that on. We'll put it on our Facebook page and just all kinds of, everywhere I can post it. I'm already posting it on my business pages and things. But 24 hours of kindness, that is cool. And that is something that we can really buy into. And here's why it's even important that we buy into it. Like we talked about, if you sit there all day long and you're shooting people on a video game, you're going to pick up on violence, you're going to pick up on hate, you're going to pick up on all kinds of things aimed at something less than what you can truly be, in all honesty. Kindness allows you to enhance and elevate and expand your experience. It's a proven fact that anything that is fear-based, which is what we find in the video games, what we find in hate, in prejudice, in judgment, that condenses our view. It causes us to get so tunnel vision on one thing that we cannot see beyond that. When we fall into judgment about anything, whether it's about somebody's hairstyle, somebody's clothing, somebody's race, somebody's sex, somebody's sexual preference, if we fall into judgment, that's all we see. We cannot see the truth of that person. We even cannot see the truth of ourselves because we get so focused on it. That's why kindness is so important. Now we hear all the time, and even though it holds some truth and some benefit, the kindness that I'm talking today goes beyond just sharing a smile with somebody. It goes beyond buying coffee for the person behind you in line. Those are great things. I truly believe that those are great things, and it's a great start. But as we do with everything here, I challenge you and I challenge myself to go beyond a great start. You know, sure, the first step to getting anywhere is beginning. And that's what those things are. When you're walking through the store, share an extra smile. If you're standing in line at a coffee shop and there's somebody standing behind you, just go ahead and pay for it. You know, buy it for them. Those are kind things. Those are great start. What I'm talking about is taking it to a heart level. When you offer that smile, are you connecting with the person? Or is it just politeness? You know, polite is good. I'm not knocking it. But are you connecting? Is there a connection? Is there a relationship there? You know, we study in the course of love that we have a relationship with everything. My bottle that's going to make me 100% happy, I have a relationship with that. You know, this relationship is that this is a vessel that carries something that I feel I need. There's a relationship. I have a relationship with the water that's in it, a relationship with the air that I breathe, a relationship with the people I come in contact with. Everything is about relationship. Kindness is a relationship. It is a relationship that we have with ourselves as well as others. So how do we get to this point? How do we take this deeper? The first one is to be kind with ourselves. We hear often that we got to look outside, we got to do for others, put others before us. Well, in a way that's true, but also what is also true is if we don't do for ourselves first, we have nothing to give. If we don't be kind to ourselves first, we're only being polite. Because we have to find that connection within us. We have to find the heart within us. We have to find the divine within us before we're able to see it anywhere else. We know there is a God, there is an energy, a creator that creates all there is. But before it can become anything other than textbook and just a knowing, we've got to feel it. That expands it, that elevates it. So being kind to us allows us to be kind to others. Being kind to us is to drop the self-judgment, to drop self-devaluing, to drop those horrible things we say to ourselves, to understand the truth of who we are is being kind to ourselves, to know that each person has the ability to do whatever they choose to do is being kind. That's seeing your truth. To know that God is within and to know that that is our truth is being kind to us. To know that we are fully love, fully peace, fully happy, not because of what's around us, but because of what's within us, is our truth. That's being kind to us when we accept that, when we allow that to be where we live from each and every moment. Then we can share kindness with others. Then our kindness goes beyond being polite. And there is a kindness that we share with God. We share kindness with God when we allow God to fully live within us. God is always there. We just have obstacles and walls and vaults built sometimes so that we feel a separation. There is no separation. The separation is an illusion. And the way we are kind to God is by allowing that love, that light, to grow and radiate within us and from us. We are expressions of God. We talk about that always. If we limit that, even if we believe that we're expressions of God and we limit it and don't show it to anybody else, we're cutting it off. We're practicing separation. We're buying into illusion. We must share love, peace, happiness, and, of course, kindness. When we're kind to ourselves, when we're kind to God, we can be kind to others. Can't have love without kindness, and vice versa. You can't have peace without kindness, and vice versa. You can't have happiness without kindness, and vice versa. Kindness is so much deeper than the politeness that we've practiced all our lives. Some of us take it a little deeper than others, but the challenge is to go deeper and deeper and deeper. Like our awareness of God, like our connection with God, our oneness with God. There is no end to how huge kindness can be. It truly is a wonderful, wonderful gift that we give ourselves, we give to God, we give to everyone else. When we replace the negativity, the stress, the busyness, all of the things that pull us away from this knowing, when we replace those with kindness, we can come back to the truth of who we are. Not until then. The things of this world are not evil. They just pull us away from the truth. They distract us from the truth. So keep your focus on happiness, on love, on kindness, on God. And that's what you're going to radiate. That's what you're going to share with the world. Let busyness take over, you're going to share busyness. Let hate, you'll share hate. Let anger, you're going to share anger. Let love and kindness and peace and God be your focus. And you can't help but share that, radiate that, light up your world with that. And that's what we're all about here. We're going to light up the world with love, with kindness, with peace with God. And that's going to... I wanted to end with one statement that, to me, the word kindness or peace and love, none of that is ever used in this statement. But to me, it's all about true kindness. And it's from Nelson Mandela. And he said, as he was being released from his imprisonment, he said, "As I walked out the door toward the gate that would lead to my freedom, I realized if I did not leave my bitterness and hatred behind, I would still be in prison." So even though he was walking out of the walls that held him, if he would have held on to that bitterness and that hate, he'd still be imprisoned. Same's true for all of us. If we allow negativity to stay within us, to be our focus, we're imprisoned. We're not living the life that we are meant to live. We're not experiencing the love and the joy that we are meant to experience. We have the ability to live perfectly in kindness, in love, in peace, in God. Let's do it.